DLSU-D, taking up a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering. I am here to tell you how I turned my hobby into profit. I have always loved baking. I was always fond of watching baking videos and baking competitions for as long as I can remember. I started baking when I was 13, and I remember the very first thing that I baked. It ended up as a fail, but I started building that skill from then on. I would bake for my family for numerous occasions like birthdays and graduations. I would bake for whenever my family craves for something sweet. And it was a hobby I truly loved doing ever since. Then college came. And as an industrial engineering student, I didn't have enough time now to bake whenever I please. I was too busy to lend my attention to something else. So this eventually led me to stop baking for almost 2 years. Now enter 2020 and lockdown happened. This gave me some time to go back to doing some of my hobbies. In this case, baking. I think I would bake for every 2 days during the enhanced community quarantine since there was really nothing else to do at home. I would bake cakes, cheesecakes, cream puffs, cupcakes, and anything else you can think of. So one day when my boyfriend came over, we tried baking cinnamon rolls. And everyone in the house loved it. Like they really loved it. Then my parents gave me an idea. They told me, why don't you start profiting off this hobby, specifically the cinnamon rolls that you just baked? And at first I was terrified. I thought, what if people don't like it? What if it fails? It was my first time baking cinnamon rolls and there was so many what ifs going on in my head. But I told myself, you know what? You can do it. And so I did. And the reason for starting this business isn't just because my parents or anyone else said so, but because I knew it was something that I loved doing, and I believe that doing something you love can lead you to something beautiful and something great, and even better, success. And I think it eventually did. I used my savings as a capital to start my business. Bought some small amount of packaging, ingredients, and other needed tools. I think it only costed me less than 5,000 pesos to capitalize this business. And when I first started this, I think my savings were at less than 5,000 to 10,000. But now that savings grew and grew thanks to the hobby that I turned into a business. Of course, at first it was hard. It was definitely hard. It was hard trying to find that balance between my academics, org life as a student leader, and syempre, this business. It was also hard to find customers who wanted to buy the product. But that hardship eventually pays off, especially when you see the feedbacks and reviews of people who have tried your product. It also pays off when you know that it helps you a lot in terms of financial needs. This business helps me a lot, especially in building my future and helping my parents alleviate some financial responsibilities. I remember that I paid a portion of my tuition fee, or I paid for my own tuition fee, and I don't ask for money anymore from them whenever I need to buy something for school. It also feels heartwarming to pay them back with gifts and treats using your own hard-earned money. This also extends to my other family members and friends as I get to buy them gifts, treat them, and help them financially. The business grew in a span of almost 2 years, and now we're at 3,000 likes in Facebook, and we bake 300 pieces of rolls every week. And I remember when we first started, we only baked a maximum of 60 rolls per week. Now we bake 300 rolls or sometimes more. We have a lot of repeating customers and even some who invite us to bake for their weddings, birthdays, and other important occasions. Can you see how your hobby and doing something you love turned into something so beautiful and great? What was once a hobby that I only did for the people around me, now I am doing for a lot more people. Once I was baking for my own family occasions, now I am baking for another family's occasions. What was once only made my family smile is now making other people smile. And what was once a hobby is now something that I could build a stable future for me. And I encourage you to do it too. You can do it with the right amount of patience and with a great support system. Take the first step and take the leap into using what you love as a tool to get you closer to your goals, ambitions,